I'm gonna bring them back, okay? I promise.
Excuse me, are you Terry?
Yeah, look, you didn't have to come all the way up here. I just need them for a bit longer, and then I'll bring them back. Wait, you're here about the batteries, right?
Batteries?
Yeah, car batteries. I just needed some fresh ones. It's like 9 out of 10 are completely fried, so it takes a while to find enough to get it working.
I'm not here about the batteries.
Okay, so... Wait, who are you anyway?
Get what working?
Huh?
You said it takes a while to find enough batteries to get it working.
Oh! You better come inside, because that's the story. Okay, so about 10 days ago, Doc Larson asked me to start broadcasting a quarantine message. He was worried about what he was seeing in the town. Some weird sickness, people going missing, something with the dogs, too. You know, it's not the kind of thing I usually do with the radio, but I could tell it was important.
So this is before the power went out?
Yeah, before the lights in the sky and all the electronics went dead.
So, how did I hear you?
Huh? What?
I heard your message from the radio tower in Pleasant Valley after the lights in the sky.
Right, so even though the power was dead, some things were still working. Not well, but well enough. Lights flickering. The TV or radio in your house would suddenly come to life and then die again, almost as quickly. And I'm pretty sure that's even what triggered the fire at the mill.
People in town seem to think it was arson.
I think they want to believe that because it's easier than thinking everything electronic is suddenly trying to kill us, right? Anyway, I realized that if I hooked up a car battery to the radio, it wouldn't flicker on and off and on and off as much when the aurora was in the sky. So I grabbed all the batteries I could find and have been using them to power my transmitter, to broadcast the quarantine message like Doc Larson asked me to. And other stuff.
What other stuff did you do with the radio?
Okay, so anyway, I've been broadcasting this message for days. Doc Larson had gone missing by then, and people were freaking out. People were going missing. Some turned up dead. We didn't know what to do about the quarantine. So I kept broadcasting, but this time asking for help. And then out of the blue, I got a response.
You did?
Yeah. Some guy, he asked about a doctor? He was cutting in and out.
Right. He was looking for me.
Whoa. Okay. I tried to tell him Doc Larson was already missing. I could hear him, but he couldn't hear me.
So that's the conversation I overheard.
Okay, but that's not the interesting thing.
There's more.
Yeah. 2 things. First thing, a few days ago, I picked up a distress signal. I couldn't make sense of it, because it was a lot of gibberish and maybe not all of it in English. I don't know, I was a little high. Then, I realized it was coming from a ship, but it wasn't on any of the normal frequencies, and it didn't make sense.
Did they broadcast coordinates?
No. But I was able to figure it out, based on signal strength. The signal came from the bay just north of town. Desperation Bay. I meant to check it out myself, but frankly, I'm scared as shit to leave this place. I think there's probably a murderer out there.
Point it out on a map and I'll see what I can find. What's the second thing?
Okay, second thing. This one is especially cool, like something big. About a week ago, I was just minding my own business, rotating the shortwave around to see what I could pick up. And something absolutely massive came through. This was just before the power went out, now that I think about it.
What do you think it was?
No idea. But whatever it was, the signal was powerful enough to take out my favorite unit. I've never seen anything like it. Just fried it, just then and there. I mean, I had to dust off this archaic museum piece to keep broadcasting. It literally uses vacuum tubes, for crying out loud. How else am I gonna keep calling for a doctor or someone to help protect us from the murderer?
Terry, what do you think the signal was?
I've never seen or heard anything like it before. Signal monitor was off the charts. It just buried the needle and then some. I'm telling you, I don't know what it was, but what I can tell you is...
Yes, Terry?
It came from up there.
Made it. Is anyone there? Damn. This place is spooky. Hello? Anyone? Alive? What the hell? Why was this person tied up? God, I'm starting to hate this place. What was that sound? Hope nobody needs this anymore. More people tied up? What happened on this ship? Was not expecting that. Well, this stuff will come in handy. I'll take it. Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Crew issues are escalating. Personality disorders, ongoing insomnia, bizarre lapses in judgment. The new captain has tasked me with resolving the situation, but none of my interventions have had any effect medically. Only strong sedation has kept some of the crew from self-harm and emotional breakdowns. Talking and writing has seen some benefit, if only for camaraderie. But I'm no psychologist. Their sense of self, of their relationship to time and identity, all dissolving. The captain seems intent on keeping any estimate of rescue or landfall to himself. And without more help, I don't see a peaceful end to what is taking place among us. All that is left is doubt, and the face I present to the men.
Shit! Someone destroyed all the radio equipment. Must have been after Terry picked up the distress call. But if you need help, why would you send out a message and then destroy the radio afterward? Unless you didn't want to be found. Okay, I'm no sailor, but best I can tell, the ship was passing well north of Great Bear Island until about 3 weeks ago. Based on the chart, the originally plotted course was modified multiple times until the last coordinates plotted on the map, which are still over 500 kilometers north of here. Was the ship lost? Did something happen to the engines? Or maybe the navigation equipment? At some point, they must have lost power like everything else. And then they just drifted here. Very, very far off course. And someone kept updating the chart with their best guess of their current location. So the boat drifted without power for a while. Yeah, but it doesn't explain anything about what happened to the crew. Or why everyone is dead. Or missing. What is really going on here?
Best I can tell, it's been 14 days now since they picked me off my trawler. Engine dead, no GPS, dense fog, and this big bastard of a ship appears out of nowhere. They had jury-rigged some diesel contraption that kept the screws turning, but barely. Crazy but smart as hell, these guys. At least what's left of them after their old captain wandered overboard. And we keep coming across small boats with some survivors. They all have the same story. The lights showed up, and their ships went dark. No power. A few speak English, but they can't seem to tell me what the hell happened after the light showed up. As much as I'm grateful they found me, they dropped me into a big mess by electing me captain. But I know these waters, and based on how badly the crew's holding up, I wouldn't trust them to find a port anyway. Guys tied to their bunks, men throwing themselves into the sea. Never seen or heard of things going sideways like this, no matter how long they've been out. They keep jabbering about the call of the lights and a burning fire. It's for sure a damn strong aurora some nights, but I don't see what's so mystical about it all. But we have enough food for now, calm seas, and a good course for landfall soon.
What happened here? It's worse than I ever imagined. I need to get back to town and warn everyone. We have to get out.
Oh, steady, girl. Catch your breath.
Give her a whiskey.
Let's try that again.
We have to get out. The aurora, the lights in the sky, the missing people, the ship, they are all connected.
What's she saying? What ship?
She isn't making sense.
The cargo ship. The Fukkatsu Maru, stuck in the ice in the bay. The missing people, all called to the water, trying to drown themselves. The ship's crew and passengers, all dead. The Aurora's singing to them. We have to get out. We need to find shelter somewhere inland, away from the water.
She wants us to leave town in the middle of this quarantine?
And with a murderer out there?
There's no murderer! Please, we need to go. It's not safe.
Maybe she's right.
She sounds crazy.
But go where? What is she talking about?
Drown themselves.
What ship?
Listen to me. If you want to live, everything that is happening right now is somehow connected to the Aurora. I can't explain how, but I know we are not safe here.
Astrid! Are you okay?
Jane! We need to get out. We need to get Freya and get out.
But what about Freya's treatment? You said Mackenzie would get it here.
He will. I still believe it, but it might not be enough. It might be too late.
Let's go back to my house. We can talk about it there.
No! You don't understand the Aurora!
I'll make you something warm. Some soup, and we can check on Freya.
It's happening again!
What is?
It's just like In my research, I couldn't help them, most of them. I couldn't help them, just like the people on the ship.
Something's wrong with her.
No, I need... Mackenzie, why aren't you here?
I'll take her.
No, we have to get these people out.
Hey, look! Someone finally heard my distress call.
Well, well. Looks like we found the party. You leaving so soon? Doctor?